Japan and China, two of the most fascinating countries on the planet, with rich histories, unique cultures, and breathtaking landscapes. But let's be honest, when it comes to traveling or even living there, a lot of people have some serious misconceptions. Today, we're going to talk about the top 10 things tourists often get wrong about Japan and China. From food and customs to language and expectations, we'll set the record straight and clear up the confusion. Trust me, you'll want to hear this, whether you're planning a trip or just curious about these amazing countries. Make sure to hit subscribe and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on more videos. Let's start with Japan. Japan is always super expensive. A common myth is that Japan is incredibly expensive. People often think that if they're visiting, they'll need to empty their bank accounts just to survive. While Tokyo can be pricey, there are affordable options if you know where to look. You can find delicious budget-friendly meals at places like conveyor belt sushi restaurants, or grab a bowl of ramen for just a few bucks. And don't even get me started on the Japan Rail Pass, which offers unlimited travel across the country for a very reasonable price. So, while Japan can be luxurious, it's totally possible to experience it on a budget. Everyone in Japan speaks English. Here's a big one. Everyone in Japan speaks English. It's a common misconception, but the reality is that while many people in major cities like Tokyo or Osaka may know some English, Japanese is the official language, and not everyone is fluent. If you're planning to visit, it's always helpful to know a few key phrases in Japanese like sumimasen, excuse me, or arigato, thank you. And don't be shy about using translation apps if needed. Japan is incredibly welcoming, but learning a little language goes a long way. Japan is all traditional, no modern tech. Japan is often seen as a land of tradition, but many visitors overlook its technological advancements. People think it's all about ancient temples and geishas, but Japan is also a tech powerhouse. From robotic innovations to cutting-edge bullet trains, Japan is at the forefront of technology. Tokyo is a high-tech wonderland. Check out the Shibuya Crossing, the world's busiest pedestrian intersection, or visit Odaiba, a futuristic district home to innovative architecture and technology museums. Japan has the best of both worlds. Japanese people are always formal. Many people think that Japanese people are always formal and reserved. While there's a strong sense of politeness in Japanese culture, that doesn't mean the Japanese are always stiff or unapproachable. In fact, Japanese people love to have fun, and they're extremely friendly once you get to know them. Head to a karaoke bar in Karaoke Alley in Shinjuku, or visit a local izakaya, and you'll see a whole different side of Japanese culture, lively, casual, and filled with laughter. Japan is only about nature and temples. Another misconception about Japan is that it's only about nature and temples. While Japan certainly offers breathtaking natural landscapes and historical temples, the country is also home to a vibrant pop culture, modern art, and a thriving entertainment scene. Akihabara in Tokyo is a paradise for tech geeks and anime fans, while places like Nara and Kyoto are full of tranquil temples and beautiful parks. Japan is a balance of old and new, with something for everyone. Time for a pop quiz. Which ice cream flavor is sold in Japan? A. Eggnog. B. Black garlic. C. Horse meat. D. Red velvet cake. Time's up. Are you ready for the answer? The answer is horse meat. Congratulations if you got that right. Okay, let's talk about China. A lot of tourists assume that China and Japan are practically the same. While they might share a few cultural similarities, these countries are vastly different. For example, Japan is known for its politeness, cleanliness, and efficient infrastructure. Meanwhile, China is bustling with energy, historical landmarks, and a rapidly growing urban landscape. The food culture is also night and day. Japan specializes in things like sushi and tempura, while China offers everything from dumplings to hot pots and the famous Peking duck. Don't make the mistake of assuming one is like the other. You'll miss out on what makes each country unique. China is dangerous and dirty. Let's address another common misunderstanding about China, the idea that it's dangerous and dirty. A lot of people think that China's cities are unsafe and chaotic, but that's far from the truth. In fact, China has some of the safest cities in the world with extremely low crime rates. Cities like Beijing, Shanghai, and Hangzhou are clean, with advanced public transportation systems, well-maintained parks, and thriving street markets. Just like any major city, there are areas to avoid, but don't let stereotypes cloud your perception. All Chinese food is spicy. Next up, the idea that all Chinese food is spicy. While Sichuan cuisine is famous for its spicy dishes, the reality is that Chinese food is incredibly diverse. In Cantonese cuisine, for example, the focus is on fresh ingredients, delicate flavors, and steaming techniques. You'll find dishes like dim sum and roast duck that are far from spicy but absolutely mouth-watering. So don't be afraid to dive into the diverse and delicious world of Chinese cuisine. It's not all about heat. Everything in China is ancient. Many tourists think that China is just a country of ancient monuments and old dynasties. Sure, China is home to world-famous historical landmarks like the Forbidden City and Great Wall, but it's also a country full of modern cities and cutting-edge developments. Take Shanghai, for example, with its futuristic skyline, or the tech hub of Shenzhen, which has become the Silicon Valley of China. Don't let the ancient history overshadow the country's rapid modern growth. China is both old and new in the best way possible. Chinese people don't know about the outside world. Lastly, let's bust the myth that Chinese people don't know about the outside world. The idea that China is isolated or closed off is just plain wrong. China is home to a huge number of international travelers, foreign students, and expats. People in China are often very well traveled and have a good understanding of global culture. The younger generation is especially tech-savvy, with a keen interest in learning about other countries, languages, and cultures. China is a dynamic and globally connected country with a world of knowledge to share. So there you have it, 10 tourist misconceptions busted about Japan and China. From the costs of travel to cultural differences, it's important to approach these countries with an open mind and a willingness to learn. Have you ever experienced any of these misunderstandings? Or maybe you've encountered something else that surprised you while traveling in Japan or China? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos. Until next time, happy travels.